All right, we have returned for yet another beautiful day. Today I was like a radio announcer, or like a TV anchor, I think is a better description for something I had to do for work. And it was very obvious that was the voice I used as someone mentioned it. Anywho, today is beautiful day 29 of the diet, so we are back. Glad to see it didn't lag when I swapped us over. It did just a little bit. But also not super greasy today. Is that because I skipped my workout? Stay tuned to find out. Yesterday was rest day. Was very nervous because it's a full day of not working out. Letting my body heal, making sure I'm good to go for the next 4 days of working out, 3 days of working out, excuse me. And it's always just sort of nerve-wracking. I got to stick very close to my diet. I wound up hitting 1,500 calories on the dot yesterday. Got on the scale after having a really big number the day before, thinking it's probably water weight. I might regain it. And sure enough, I weighed in light. I weighed in 0.4 pounds, so about half a pound. Today's also the last day, fingers crossed, unless something goes wrong, that I'm using this older scale. It is only accurate to 0.2, so I'm going to get one that's accurate to 0.05, which I'm excited to get. That comes in the next hour or so, I think. I had to take my break right now from work, so I wanted to make sure for those 15 minutes I could jump on here and knock this out. That said, with the 0.4 pounds down, my total weight loss for December is 27.6, continuing to trend down. Very happy about that. No, I shouldn't even say that. And then earlier today, I was able to very early get in a workout, so I get a check mark for today's workout in the morning. Ding on that. So yeah, good news all around so far today. Little bit of a hitch in the plans though. So we're going to switch it over to share my screen and show you what it looks like just on the overall trend. Still going down. I'm going to increase this zoom in. I think it was too much yesterday. I moved my fucking thing. I'm fine. Let's go to 150. All right, there we go. So trend's looking good. Still moving down. Still no data marks for this spot down here. I don't know if I'm going to get below 335. It wasn't really a goal to lose 30 pounds. To start, I started out at 364. But yeah, very happy to see that this has been trending down. The trend line is obviously going to be negative, even though I had that big spike from a cheat day. I did mention that I wasn't going to have another cheat day until probably mid-January, maybe a little bit later. That is not the case anymore. So Robin has let me know that she has ordered us some food, some delicious food to be delivered for New Year's. I'm checking the message, so I'm making sure I'm not lying to my audience at 2. But she basically reached out and said, like, hey, like, I had some delicious food that was cooked for me, and she wants to order some catering for New Year's Eve. So she can, so basically, none of us have to worry about cooking. And I was like, that actually sounds amazing. I was a little bit nervous because I was like, I'm in the middle of this diet, and I just had this cheat day, and it fucked me pretty hard. It took me a minute to recover, but I'm not going to say no. There's no reason why I can't just jump right back on it, and maybe I just don't go as hard on the cheat day as I did for Christmas. Chunkster, what up? You got me at food. Yeah, I'm very excited. Robin's ordering catering from Texas de Brazil, which is steakhouse. So if we do have leftover food, I can use that and just figure out like what the specific cut of meat is as far as like calorie content per ounce, and just have that as my meals. I have lost some of the most weight and gained some of my most strength when it comes to lifting. While eating a bunch of leftover skirt steak from a 4th of July before. So, super excited. Moderation is the key. You are 100% right. I'm not going to go like ham on it. I'm also not going to count calories. I'm going to do my 5-meal splits like normal, not overeat, and still do my workout tomorrow, and we're going to see what that looks like. It is a little bit frightening for me to start my new year on a trend, an upwards trend, because that'll kind of be a bummer. But we'll see what happens with it. Maybe, you never know. Maybe I work out hard enough and I eat in moderation enough. Chuck just says, oh man, what a treat. So jealous. Feel free to join us. It's just going to be me, Robin, and my mother for New Year's. So I also work tomorrow and New Year's Day. So I won't be going crazy or anything for food or drink. But I am excited. It should be fun. It should be delicious food. 885 calories spent today is actually inflated. I've only done 2 meals. My next meal is at 2, so it's 1:30 for me. So I get 30 more minutes. I did 170 for breakfast. I did 370 for a snack. I put in 245 for the shake that I'm going to have after I work out at 5:30, and 100 calories for my meal at 4:30 because that's just going to be an apple. So I have essentially 615 left to spend between my next snack and dinner. Dinner is going to be chicken. I have a chicken breast ready and waiting. I can do probably like, chicken is 27.5 calories per ounce uncooked, which means 10 calories of chicken is 275 calories. 10 ounces of chicken is 275 calories. So you can really eat a decent amount when you're eating just boneless, skinless chicken breast. I toss in garlic and some seasonings, and that adds around 25-30 calories. So I could probably just do a normal 300 calorie snack. If I do something like pretzels, it's a lot of fucking pretzels. I can't even finish a single sitting of pretzels with 300 calories because they're low in calories, they're high in satiety, and even if you get like the low sodium, they still have a lot of salt. So I'll probably do chips, something, relatively normal as far as a midday snack goes. But we'll see. But yeah, so far so good. Things have gone really well for December. Excited to do this in January. And yeah, I don't have any major milestone moment or like event. I think I have like a company outing I'll probably attend at some point near the middle of the year. But yeah, this is all just about, getting back on her healthy habits. And I'm excited to get this new scale. My new scale is going to be great. I didn't realize how sucky my old scale was until I was just like looking at some of the stuff that they have nowadays, and I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like for maybe like twice the amount, I paid like $17 for my scale. I think they're like $10 now. I was like, for twice the amount, I can get something that is substantially more accurate and more sustainable, and not have to worry about like, why is this thing weighing me different at 30-second intervals, just like massively different numbers, and having to constantly average 3 to 5 weigh-ins. Which hasn't been terrible recently, but it has done that in the past, so it's very not trustworthy. This fucking number, though, guys, just unreal. Anywho, all right, so that's the check-in as far as health goes. We're at 8 minutes. I got 7 minutes left to do Wordle. I'm not going to do a list or a pack opening today because this is the busy time for work. My streak is up to 14 days, so we're at 2 weeks. If you Wordle and you haven't done it yet, jump out now. Starting with Clout every day until it is Clout. We're going to do... just going to do raise. All right, so we got 4 or 5 letters all in the wrong spot. We got 2 vowels. C is not the first. This is interesting. Chunkster solved it at 3. So we can't do worse than Chunkster. I am curious, though, where this R is going to wind up, because if it's not in the first spot, to me it should either be in the 5th or the 2nd spot. The C not being the first letter changes things up a bit, though. So let's just toss out some words that may or may not be accurate here. I really want to start with the O, just because Oracle keeps popping in my head, but it's a 6-letter word. Erase. Nope. We already know the A isn't even in there. E is not going to be... What is something that could end in like C-O-E-R? No. It won't be C-O-E-R. The C has to be C-R-O-E. What about something like that? No. I keep putting the A in there just as a placeholder. God, I really want to do it in 3. You've challenged me. Otherwise I would have just fucking thrown away my 3rd one to figure out where some of these letters go. LOL, you have the same energy as my boo. I need to meet your boo. He sounds cool. God. Wanting to put the O first is so funny to me. I don't know why I'm doing it like that. Well, let's figure out where the vowels go. No. It's not a word. Just trying to put stuff up there that triggers my brain. ER is something that just keeps coming back to me. The R can still be second. The R can absolutely still be second. What if the E is first? No, probably not, right? It's escrow. Escrow is the word I want to type. But I'm just putting that up there to see if it triggers anything. No. I really just want to know where the R goes. The R will unlock a lot for me. P-O-R. That is not force. Is it the word force? Nope, because the E can't be last. Ooh, I almost burned it. E cannot be last. That makes it very interesting. I do like the O-R-C in it, though. Orked. What about D-O-E-R? ERC is not a word either. Coerce is a word, but C is not first. Damn it. I keep doing that. It's not a word. Okay, I might have to just admit I'm not going to get it in 3 and just toss up a word to find out what that R is, because the R is really fucking bothering me. I keep going back to 6-letter words. It happens to me so often. I want to do like escrow. GR. Greco-Roman wrestling. It's not a word. Okay. Fuck. I was like kind of confident on that when it came out. Hang on, I'm checking in with work to make sure nothing's gone wrong. I do still have 3 minutes, only 3 minutes left on my break. What other things can be part of, what other things can go in front of an R? I really want that R to be second. It's stuck in my head. Because if I do anything in front of the R, it has to be a combination of these words. You know? Greco-Roman wrestling. It has to be a combination of these letters. Greco is also not a word. What about Ocer? Something OCER. I'm just going to put that up and look at it just to see. Not in word list. The R placement is so fucking annoying. No. The other thing is you get caught up in like sounds. Hint. No, never give me a hint. No, you've ruined it. Now you can say you're the reason I got it when I get it. Well, now we know the R is at the end. So the E is going to be the 4th letter to get ER. Or actually, that's not even true. It could be the O as well. You can still get it wrong, but I won't get it wrong. I have too many of these. I just won't get it in 3. R is at the end. There could also be 2 R's. No, there can't. Well, there still could be, but yeah, not based off any of the words that are coming to my mind. I hate that the C is not first. That opens up so much. Boop, 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 boop. Doser. One who doses. Don't know why I'm stuck on this. It's because I'm rushing. It's because I want to get back to work, which is not something I ever thought in my life that I would say. Orser. I'm just stuck in this weird little bubble. Another hint is what Robin likes to stop giving me hints. What Robin likes to do. Be a... I didn't spell it right on purpose. Hopefully. Kiss me. Love me. God, I hate that I keep doing this. I'm just putting bullshit up. Okay, I'm going to throw away my 3rd. I'm going to throw away my 3rd, figure out where some of these vowels go. Let's do that, because I'll get O and E, hopefully. Okay, so we know more now. The O is not, the E is not 4th, which means the O has to be 4th, in my humble opinion. Which makes it super interesting. I was lucky with my 2nd try because it gave me 4 letters but wrong places. Something Robin likes to do. See, this is not... Now my brain is in a completely different space. O-E-C. The O has to be... No. Oh, I know what this is. Decor. Robin does like to do decor. She has a very specific decor that she likes. So that OR, that piece to it right there, like this throwaway is what got me there. Because knowing where that R is and where these two vowels are going to go is super crucial. Not getting any of them in the right spot in the first two basically meant that I was kind of fucked. That's not true at all. I just couldn't think of the word decor. Also, it's like short for decorum. Sometimes abbreviations don't pop into my head. My second guess was Dolce. Nice. Yeah, that's a great guess. My system continues to work, though. Clout and raise will get you there sooner or later. I am over on my break, so I got to go back to work. Thank you for everyone joining in. By everyone, I mean just Chunkster. Chunkster, thank you so much for joining me. Also, I know your first name, and I've seen your whole name before, but when your name was abbreviated the other day, I think it was a month ago, I was like, wait. She in my brain is forever Chunkster, you know? So I was just like, is that Chunkster's first name? And getting the fucking message from you two where you're like all dubious, like, is this guy a moron? Was very insulting and deservedly so. Because I was just so fucking like, what? Because like Glitchgrim's real name is Justin, you know? And I know that. I know what his real name is. But anytime I see him, I'm like, Glitchgrim. That's his real name for me. And I've known the other Justin that listens to our show, the Snarked. I've known him since longer than the show was going. I worked with him for years, for like 3 or 4 years. He found the show just, I think, through seeing it on social media and being a supportive person. But now anytime I see him, I'm just like the Snarked. I don't think of him as Justin anymore. So it's like the end of the Matrix. Like, your name is Neo. You're not Thomas Anderson. So, but yeah, apologies for that. Figured I just toss it out there. But shit, okay, I have to go back to work. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. I will check in tomorrow on New Year's Eve. It's also a work day. It's going to be kind of busy, so it might be a quick check-in. And then New Year's Day, hopefully it'll be a slow work day and I can check in and do some pack openings. But yeah, that's everything for today. Appreciate you for coming out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.